Joy.
You know, you always, as a parent, you always are worried about your kids. You're wondering if they're getting enough to eat. You're not wondering if they're getting good enough sleep. You're wondering about their grades. I think when you have a cancer child, it's taken up tenfold. And suddenly you're worried about her white blood cell count.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joy. Happy birthday to you.
She had just turned 3 years old on October 17th, 2020. And she, on Halloween, came down with a fever. And that fever lasted more than a few days. And so, we called our pediatrician and said, hey, she's had this fever that's gone on for a few days. And they said, well, just, things are going around, so just wait a little bit. On the 9th day, my wife said, well, we really need to take her in. And so we took her to see the pediatrician. They took a blood test. Within a few hours, they came back and called us, and our pediatrician said, I don't want you to Google anything, but you need to get to the emergency room at Comer Children's Hospital immediately.
Where's our study list? Okay. And we're off. Got it in?
At that point, we knew it was something serious. We took her into the ER. They began showering her with gifts, which probably wasn't a good sign either. And eventually, one of the on-call oncologists came and said, I hate to tell you this, but your daughter has leukemia. And my wife and I were just shocked. We just didn't know what to expect. Because when we got married, actually, my daughter's cousin was about 11 years old. She was our flower girl, and she passed away from leukemia. And so all that was in our mind was, oh my gosh, she's gonna die.
Is it good? Yeah? You wanna wake up more? Can I see your eyes? Oh, there you are.
Immediately, she started induction, which is the first stage of cancer treatment, where they really hit her hard with chemotherapy. And that involves medicine that comes from an IV into her arm, but also a spinal tap, and that's where they drill into her spine and deliver chemo at the spinal cord. And the reason why is because they don't want cancer cells to reach the brain. She had a drug that is nicknamed the Red Devil, called cytarabine, and to see that be put into my daughter was really hard. Cytarabine is actually such a powerful chemo drug. There's only so much you can have in your lifetime, and then they say no more. And so Joy has had the most cytarabine she could ever have. But it really hurts that this thing that they're putting in your daughter's body is supposed to cure them. But it also comes with all these side effects too, that you're just hoping aren't worse than the cancer. I wonder sometimes if Joy will remember everything that she went through. I think about things, it's hard for me to remember being 5 years old, let alone 3 years old. And sometimes I wonder, man, how will this affect her? What I really hope is that she is a more caring and compassionate person because of this. I know the things that used to seem like huge problems are not huge problems anymore, because cancer is a great editor. In that regard, cancer has been a blessing. I wish she didn't have to go through that to learn those lessons.
My name is Joy Arsenault. I have leukemia, and I'm brave, and I'm strong.